Welcome to TAL Tutorials. Today we will be solving some numericals related to power, work and energy. After going through this PPT, I am sure that you will be easily solving the numerical for this chapter, which will be given as an assignment after this PPT. So let us go to the numerical. First numericals, a water pump raises 50 liters of water through a height of 25 meters in 5 seconds. Calculate the power where G is equal to 10 Newton per kg, density of water is equal to 1000 kg meter cube. So, what are the information which we gather from here is volume of water is 50 liters, height is 25 meters, time is 5 seconds, G is 10 Newton per kg and density is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. For volume of water, we convert liter into meter cube, that is, we multiply into 10 to the power minus 3. For density is given like this. For mass, we are using a formula here, volume into density. So, volume is 15 to 10 to the power minus 3 as it is written here, and density is 1000 as is given here. So, this and this get cancelled out, so 50 is left, so mass is 50 kg. Now, for finding power, we need to find work. Work here we will be using a formula mgh. So W is equal to mgh, where m is 50 as given here, g is 10 as given here, and h is height of 25 meter given here. When we multiply, we get 12,500 Newton meter, or we can write as 12,500 joule. For power, we use formula work by time. Work is 12,500 joule and time is 5 seconds. So we get power of 2,500 watt. I think we are very pretty clear with this numericals. We'll go to the next one. See, a boy weighs 350 Newton climb up 30 steps, each 20 centimeter high, in 1 minute. Again, we'll go through this question. A boy weighing 350 Newton climb up to 30 steps, each 20 centimeter high, in 1 minute. In this question, we need to find work and path. See, first here we need to find what is the total distance. See, he has covered 30 steps, each of 20 centimeters. We will multiply these two to get the total distance. See, this is coming to 600 centimeters. We'll convert that into meter, that becomes 6 meters. Now the question is work done. Work is equal to force into displacement, where force is 350 Newton and displacement we found as 6 meters. So 350 into 6, that becomes 2100 joule. Power is the second question. Power is equal to work by time, that is, work we have got 2100 and time is 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. We have to convert that. So 2100 by 60 we are getting as 35 watt. Now we go to the third question. See, here question is an electric heater of power 3 kilowatt is used for 10 hours. How much energy does it consume? We have to express in kilowatt per hour and joule, kilowatt hour and joule. Okay. See, we know work is equal to power by time. Work is energy. So energy can be written as power into time, where power is 3 kilowatt and time is 10. When we multiply, we get 30 kilowatt hour. Now we have to convert into joule. See, 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. So 30 kilowatt hour is equal to 30 into 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule, which becomes 1.08 into 10 to the power 8 joule. See, this is a little complicated question, but it is a very easy question. Please go through the question very well. A boy takes 3 minutes to lift a 20 liter water bucket from a 20 meter deep well, while his father does in 2 minutes. Compare Listen to this question. Compare the work and power. And second is how much work each does. Where density is equal to water is 10 to the power minus 3 and gravitation is equal to 9.8 Newton per kg. Sorry. See, as both people are carrying same weight of water to the same height, the work done is equal for both. So comparison will be 1:1. Power. As this guy has done, father, and if we compare, see, father has completed in 2 minutes, son has completed in 3 minutes. So there will be 2:3. Now third question is, how much work does it do? So before getting this work, we have to find the mass because we have got g and we have got height as well. So we need to find mass. So mass is equal to density into velocity, as we have discussed before. So density 10 to the power 3 is given here, and velocity is equal to, it is 20 liters, so we will convert into meter cube, 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. Exactly here, this and this get cancelled. We are left over with only 20. So mass is 20 kg. So work is equal to mgh, that is 20 into 9.8 into again 20, which becomes 3920 joule, or we can also write 3.92 kg joule. We come to another question. A man of mass 50 kg climbs up a ladder of height 10 meters. Means he is climbing up from 0 to 10. Calculate the work done by the man. First question. Second is increase in potential energy, where G is 9.8 given. See, first we have to find work done. The work here you can use the formula mgh, where m is 50, G is 9.8 and h is 10. So work done is equal to mgh, that is 50 into 9.8 into 10, that becomes 4,900 joule. Second is increase in his potential energy. So here H1 means he is going from down to up. H1 it is going from 0, and H2 the maximum level he reaches is 10 meters. So the total difference is H2 minus H1, that is 10. So again 50 into 9.8 into, again it will be 10 because difference is 10 only, so it will come same 4900 joule. Next question which we are discussing today is again comparison. A car is running at a speed of 15 km per hour, another similar car is moving at speed of 45 km per hour. Find the ratio of the kinetic energy. See, Ke is equal to half mv square, but we are cancelling half here. So Ke is directly equal to V square. If we compare Ke1 by Ke2, so V1 square by V2 square, where V1 is given as 15, V2 is given as 45. When we cut this 15 1 is 15, 15 3 is 45. So 1 by 3 ka whole square. So this 1 square is 1 only and 3 square is 9. So it comes as 1 by 9. So the ratio of the kinetic energy is equal to 1:9. This is pretty interesting question. Class, please have a good look on this. How much energy is gained by a box of mass 20 kg when a man carrying the box weight for 5 minutes, runs carrying the box with speed of 3 meter per second to catch the bus, and third is raise the box by 0.5 meter in order to place it inside the bus. We have to take G as 10 meter per second square. So basically we have to find energy, or we can say work, for all the three things. So given the mass of box is 20 kg. See, at first case, carrying the box wait for 5 minutes for a bus means he is not moving. So energy, his work, there is no work as there is no displacement. So there is no energy used. Second, he runs carrying the box with a speed of 3 meter per second. He is running means kinetic energy is used here. That formula is half mv square, where m is 20 and v is 3. So half into 20 into 3 square, that is half into 20 into 9, where 2 I don't need to explain that becomes 90 joules. Now third, raises the box by 0.5 meter in order to place it inside the box. So here potential energy has been used. Potential energy formula is mgh, where m is 20, g is 10. As they see, this you have to be very clear. In question only they are giving you hint what is the formula to be used. So g is 10 and h is 0.5. So mgh 20 into 10 into 0.5, that becomes 100 joule. See, 8th question. A metal ball of mass 2 kg is allowed to fall freely from rest from height of 5 meter above the ground. We have to take g as 10 meter per second square. First question. Find the potential energy possessed by the ball when it is initially at rest. So mgh we have to use here for the first question, that is 2 into 10, 2 kg m, then is g, and h is 5 meter. So that becomes 100 joule. Now second question is, what is the kinetic energy of the ball just before it hits the ground? See, kinetic energy of the ball just before hitting the ground is same as initial potential energy. So it will be again mgh and again it will come back to 100 joule. Here the question is, see, if it is falling down and we are told to find the kinetic energy just before hitting the ground, so we are finding it here. That itself is a potential energy because it is stopping here. So we are using the same formula mgh. So 2 into 10 into 5, that becomes 100 joule. Third question is, what happened to mechanical energy after ball hits the ground and comes to rest? Mechanical energy is converted into heat and sound energy, and it comes to rest. And as per conservation of energy, it can be neither be transferred, it can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to. And last question from this topic: the bob of a simple pendulum is imparted at a velocity of 5 meter per second when it is at a mean position. To what maximum vertical height will it rise on reaching as its extreme position is 60% of energy is lost in overcoming the friction? See, total kinetic energy, again we use the formula of half mv square. Energy lost is 60%. Half mv square into 60 by 100, 60%. Energy available is just 40% here because 60% is already lost. So half mv square into 40 by 100, that is 40%. According to energy conservation, kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. Means half mv square is equal to mgh. So because we have to find for the energy available, so half mv square, that is 5 square into 40% because available, that is equal to mgh. So here we get 5 is equal to 10 into h, because g we know, we have to find h here. Get cancelled for both the part when we are taking it as equal. So h we can find with this formula 0.5 meter. I understand that you have understood the full numericals for this part. Next part we will giving you an assignment. Please do it carefully and come back to us. Thank you.